Brian.
God.
Oh my god, all the reverb.
Everybody mute.
It's fine.
Just turn the sound off. Yeah. Okay.
Josh, are you okay? Brian, are you okay?
Yeah, no, I'm good.
It's like it was echoey for a second, but I think it's okay for now.
Wait, so are you listening with your headphones?
Yeah.
Oh, you are?
I'm now, so it doesn't.
But so can you hear us though?
Yeah, I can.
Oh, okay, cool. Cool. So let me see. So when we last left everybody, we were rolling through this dungeon, and you all managed to survive the prophet of the Black cultist. And then you started to explore the rest of the dungeon to kind of clean it up / find more goodies. Vittori chopped off the guy's head in an attempt to like use it like a Perseus deal, but it didn't work out like that. The last thing that happened was y'all interrupted a sacrificial rite where Heron set free the deep gnome that was chained to the obelisk, and then y'all closed the door on the chamber and proceeded to let the black ooze kill all of the cultists that were in there. And that's where we left off. Helg, you ransacked the Marlos's bed chambers and took all the tapestries and the fancy pillows. So you have a bunch of that in your inventory currently.
Things I would do.
Yes. But yeah, so for now, you've got your deep gnome friend with you. Her name is Rucklemoth Glitterstone. And from there, you guys were just kind of proceeding. So on the Roll20 app, if you have it open, I just put a yellow box. That's where you guys are. So Katie, I know you're not able to see it, but just to describe where you're at, it was two large doors that y'all closed, and you've got a hallway that goes north and south.
Okay.
The hallway that leads north, that's y'all elected to turn away from it because in that direction there was a lot of there's a large sounding like pacing going back and forth. So y'all elected to go south. And Brian just.
It's good. I could.
Yeah, we're sitting right next to each other.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, are you able to still use Roll20, Brian?
Yeah, it should be fine.
Okay, cool. So, so that's where you're at right now. Hattori did have the head, but then he was like, oh well, it's not working like I wanted it to, so he dropped it, and then Merv took it and put it in his bag for some Merv reason. And I mean, that's where your guys are at. So, where would you like to go, or what would you like to do? You also know that there are still a number of guards and cultists running around this dungeon. Some you were able to intimidate to run away. Others, you know, you may not get that same reception just because, like, one of the owners of the bullets, that huge like land shark that y'all killed, like he's probably not going to back down from a fight if you run into him. And then there is some to the south. You hear some faint hammering, kind of like if somebody was like working at a forge.
So, quick question: did we accomplish what we came down here to do,
Yeah, we
or are
did.
we still? Okay.
You did. The only thing you have not accomplished is you haven't saved everybody who was originally like with your caravan. So you're still missing members from that caravan. But aside from that, you did defeat the Earth Prophet. The Earth Prophet. So
I would say investigate the little forge banging sound. It could be mining sounds.
mhm. And Helg, due to your dwarven nature and history, just by virtue of being a dwarf, you know that this particular temple or area, it's called Tyre Bezel, and it's like one of like it's an ancient dwarvish stronghold, and that is very, very vast. And basically, it's like you reminded the group that yes, like we can go and explore. It's just going to take us a while to explore everything. So,
And it appears by my hit points that I'm probably like missing an arm or something.
so everybody should have received plus 38 hit points. So, and I don't know if I had did that at the time, but that was one of the last things. Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
the last thing that happened was, or one of the last things that happened is Nala and Dorn both performed healing, prayer of healing. So
Did you take that out of my spell slots?
I
Or do
probably
need to-
did. I don't think I did.
So at least one cure wounds, probably.
Yes. And your lesser restoration is also gone because you and Nala combined forces to save Brian from being turned into stone.
Yeah, we're being petrified.
Which thing was
Or
taken?
he was turned to stone. So you and Nala cured him.
What spell was that? Or what
It
spell
was just
slot?
lesser restoration, so probably 2. 1 or
Okay.
2, I think.
I'll just do 2. I'll look it up, Andrew.
Okay. But yeah, so the deep gnome looks up at you and she says, "I don't know about you guys, but I'd like to get out of here."
I think Dorn would want to try and find the missing people from the caravan.
Hulk wants to follow the hammering because it's hammer time.
Stop.
Hattori will probably go along with whatever the group decides. Nala says the same. Like she wants to help whoever she can out. Merv says that he would like to collect more specimens, and then Duck like circles around and like perches on his shoulder and coos.
Ooh.
Oh, Duck. He's the best.
Ziggy, go later.
Okay. I think Dorn's just going to start walking south.
All right.
He's like, screw it.
As you walk
He's got to go.
south,
He's got to go help people.
Helg follows because he wants to protect people.
Yeah, I'll follow too because I'm afraid of being alone after Danther died. So.
All right. So I'm gonna just assume everybody goes south. Let me get the little reveal area. And where's it at? Here it is. All right. So you're going south, and it's basically this one long corridor. Off to your immediate left, there is a door.
Is there any sound coming from the door?
There's no sound coming from that door. You do see at the end of the hallway, it kind of tees off. And that's where the hammering is coming from, but nothing from this door.
I am not stealthy enough to open a door without falling through, so.
Helg could kick it. Helg loves it.
We could kick the door open.
Or, just try to open it.
Yeah, you could easily open it, or you could continue. Whatever you guys want. You opening the door?
Helg
I
opens
would
it.
say, yeah, there we go.
I'm back, bitches.
All right. You open the door, and inside, it is a barracks room. This room appears to be a clean, neatly organized bunk room. The sparse furnishings include 6 double bunks arranged against the south and east walls, and a wooden table with several chairs in the north half of the room. An iron stove with a tidy pile of firewood stands near the middle of the room. In the southwest corner, an arrow slit looks out at a dark passageway. Doors lead to the east and the west. You also find a couple of light crossbows with some rungs of, or I guess, cases of bolts for them.
Helg is
would I-
disappointed he didn't cause mayhem.
Let's take the stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's currently empty. There's nobody hanging out in here right now.
So it's just a barracks room with just nothing.
It's like 6 bunks, a table, so it's where everybody would have been sleeping or hanging out, and then 2 crossbows with like cases of bolts at the southwest corner.
Are there any like foot lockers or anything like that at the end of the bunks, or locked?
No. There are no foot lockers in this barracks.
Okay.
Does anyone need the crossbow in our group?
No.
No.
Okay, I'll take the crossbow, because why not?
Okay. You now have a light crossbow and 20 bolts.
Sweet. I don't know if I can use it, but screw it.
You might be able to.
I think it's a martial weapon, right? Or is it? I'd say Dorn wants to go back out and go back to the hammering sound.
Okay. If you go back out the door that you entered through, and then continue on southwards, you get to a T intersection. It opens up to the left and to the right. To the right, there's a large expanse, and then to the left is kind of like there's another hallway that leads south. That's where the hammering is coming from. So not to the right, but to the left. From your point of view, like as you're traveling down, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Helg's gonna start walking towards the noise.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dorn's gonna follow.
All right. So you go south down the hallway, and you come up on another door, and then the hallway also continues down south. The hammering is coming from behind this door.
Can I put my head up to the door and like listen closer and see if I can hear other voices or anything, or is it just like hammering?
Roll perception. You put your ear to the door, and it is cold.
Seems all right.
Do I fare any better?
No, you just hear the ringing of hammers on anvils.
Okay. I'm
And
thinking
you
we just-
also hear some talk. You hear some talk in what is it called? Dwarvish.
Oh man, if only I could hear it.
I think element of surprise. Well, so actually, if he's banging, we can probably open the door without them noticing because
Time it to open on a
Loud.
bang. Yeah.
yeah. So I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
I'm gonna open it slowly. I'm not gonna bust it down. I'm just gonna open it to see if we can get a view, and hoping he's facing away.
Okay. So you're going to time it on a hammer, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. Is that like a dexterity, I guess?
I don't know, but I'd say it's
I
a
feel like
pretty.
it's more like a music. It's more like a musical talent.
Physical.
Who's got a good harmony like a?
Yeah. Let's just we'll say that you get it. It's not fairly, I guess, complicated to open a door on a thing. You open the door, and out into it, you see a forge that stands in the middle of the room, surrounded by piles of firewood. Two big anvils stand close by, and hammers, tongs, and other smithing tools are scattered around several workbenches along the chamber's walls. There are doorways to the west and to the south, but the eastern end of the room opens up onto a dark chasm. Inside, you see a large dowel and two Durgar hard at work at a forge. And let me unhighlight this. Yeah,
Those are the evil things, right? Like they're evil
the
on.
Durgar.
Yeah.
Mhm. They haven't noticed you. You opened it at just the right interval, so they're hard at work. Well, the assistants are. The Dow just seems to kind of just be monitoring or supervising, I guess, if you will. And they're speaking in Dwarvish to each other.
So these guys are bad guys for sure, right?
Mhm.
Don't like these people. Asking the right questions, apparently.
Oh God! So they don't notice you at all. They're still.
Nice.
They're the most.
They're very into their work.
I got a natural one because they're idiots.
Could I like charge and push one into the forge?
We don't know. Are the evils?
Right. We don't know they're bad guys.
So a Dow is if somebody has, I guess survival or knowledge something, you might be able to discern whether or not or what a Dow is.
Boom! Can't see shit, but I rolled twice accidentally. Never mind.
Let's see.
I just imagine all this is happening in real time. They're still just working, and we're just like discussing amongst ourselves.
Yeah, it's all.
Are these guys evil? We're looking through booklets just to see, like.
So dowels are. Oh gosh. Sorry, Harry. Kaylin might know.
Yeah, Kaylin knows.
That's
What
Did
are
you-
you laughing?
Did we
Yeah.
roll for Kaylin yet?
No.
I put in the order. I'm just waiting for it.
21. Yeah. So you definitely know that dowels are large elemental creatures that are cousins of genies. And you know that they are normally on the alignment scale neutral evil. However, I mean, they have their own, they operate under their own
Morals.
volition.
So we can show them
Typically, they're greedy and malicious genies from the elemental plane of Earth. And they usually adorn themselves with jewelry crafted from precious gems and rare metals and other things that glitter. Immediately, Glitterstone kind of looks and she's like, ooh. Because, like, on the dowel, like, she's got just adorned in all kinds of get up of jewelry and elegant stuff that even like you, Helg, would be. You're very impressed with it as well.
Yeah, Helg's kind of got a bloodlust going on. Might be a little aroused too. Not sure.
So,
So
yeah.
I would say Dorn would not be the first to attack, but if someone else is going to attack, he'll join in.
I'm an idiot.
They still don't see us?
They still don't see.
We should close the door. We should
That
really
they
close
still
the
don't
door.
see you.
Can we close the door?
You can.
I think Dorn's going to, yeah. We're going to close the door and back away.
Okay.
At least Dorn is.
What is everybody? Okay, so you've closed the door. God damn it.
Man, we really we dodged a bullet there. Should Helg kick the door back open and start a fight?
It is completely up to you. Whatever you decide to do. But there's a forge down there. You do hear actually coming from the south a scream as if somebody is in agony.
Like a human scream, or
Yes.
okay, Dorn's going to start heading that way.
Yeah. I'll take off running that direction.
You see
What was
him
that,
open
Aaron?
the door.
I'll take off running that direction.
That his cheek.
Okay.
I'm
what's
going to
up?
the sound.
Y'all going to the sound? Okay.
At least Dorn and Heron, I think.
Okay, so everybody's, I guess, going south now instead of going into the where the hammering is. Okay. You enter a large room, and let's see. Water fills a rectangular marble basin in the middle of this hall, and the walls display an ancient frieze for I can never like a tapestry that circles the room. It depicts woodland images of deers, bears, and game fowl, along with parties of dwarven hunters. The southeast corner of the room is badly damaged, and the walls there are little more than rubble. So you can kind of see out. You also see to the left, there's a door. To the right is another hallway. And then at the other end of this chamber is another door.
Can we tell
Can we tell where
Coming
the
from?
scream is coming from?
It's definitely coming from the south.
South through the door or south through the little crack thing on the side?
South through the door. And
So I think Dorn's going to be stupid and he's just going to run through the door. Like, is it still screaming? Wait, so is it still screaming, or was it just like a
it was just
on and
like
off?
it was like a single like it sounded like they were just in agony, and it stopped. So you don't know if like why it stopped. It just stopped. Hammering
Okay,
is
still
still
gonna run.
going on to from where y'all came from. So it's not like they are concerned.
So Dorn will still run to the door, but he's going to stop at it.
Okay.
Helg runs up quickly behind him and like, hey, that's my shtick.
Hattori follows you, and he's like, "We should do this together."
So I guess I'll wait for everybody to get there.
You hear some shuffling on the other side of the door.
Helg opens the door.
It's done.
All right, you open the door, and before you is a large. This room has a wooden torture rack that stands in the middle of the room. Manacles hang from the walls, and fiendish hooks, blades, and clamps hang on the back wall. 4 cramped iron cages stand in the room's western alcove, occupied by gaunt, dirty humans with blank gazes. In the room's eastern alcove stands 2 double bunks and an iron stove. You see a number of people in here. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 prisoners, and then there is a stone melder who is, and 3 cultists that are assisting him with his I guess work. He looks at you as you've opened the door, and he goes, "Who is to be questioned next? More for the my and he kind of looks like he's just like at a loss for words. Like he has it there, but it's like on the tip of the tongue, and he can't like spit it out. And like one of the earth guards says, "Boss, I don't think that they're with us." And he's looking, and he's like, "What? Huh? What?"
So I think I would already start attacking at this point. 'Cause
All right.
it's clearly torturing people, and so
That's evil. We kill them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So roll
Yeah.
initiative.
Helg is fucking ready. Oh, not as ready as you.
Oh shit, yeah.
Oh, I don't have a pen. Here. All right. So, Josh for the win. Let's see. That's weird. All right. So you have basically 4 targets. And Josh, you're up.
So I'm just going to attack whoever is the closest.
Okay. Nope.
That's probably not good enough.
No, it's not.
I'm going to use. Hold on a second. I'm going to use my. Shit, what's it called? Channel divinity.
Okay.
To get an extra bonus attack.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try again. Wow.
Okay. So you rush in with halberd. You go to attack this medium humanoid. Not really. Kind of looks like. He looks like a hermit. Like kind of wearing stuff that Irv is wearing. And you missed.
Yeah, twice.
Yeah. Held, you're next.
Is it echoing really bad for everybody else?
Yeah, it is.
Mhm.
Yeah, it is.
I'm gonna charge the guy towards the torch and hit him with my pinch stick.
How do I? Does not hit.
Never mind then.
This echo is terrible.
I'm gonna try it. I think I'm. I tried to make me.
Oh man. Hmm.
I'm gonna leave and call back.
Okay. Katie, is it still bad for you?
No, I don't hear any echo now.
Okay.
Do you?
Yeah, it's reverbing really bad.
Right now?
Now it's not.
I guess it was me.
Now there. Andy, how's it for you?
Awful.
It's not as bad as it was before, but there's still some echo.
How about now? Now it's. I'm sorry about this, guys.
Oh, that's fine.
Echo. Yeah.
Burrito.
All right, so I'm gonna try to push. Kaylin, it's your turn.
I couldn't really hear it near the end because it was like coming in and out.
Okay. So what you have
is the bad guys. I know the bad guys. Who am I closest to or farthest from? I guess.
So you're furthest from really all of them. Because you haven't really gone through the door like the other guys have.
But do I have a good line of sight? Like, could I aim my longbow?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll just be random and I'll aim at the one on the far left.
Okay.
Oh, what do you want?
Oh, longbow. I thought it was a longbow.
Yes, that definitely hits.
Which one do you want to do again?
Okay, so then I'm gonna shoot on the one on the, I'm gonna shoot with my longbow the one on the far right.
Okay. Yep, that hits.
Yay.
Solid hit.
Can I still move? I can still move, right?
Yes, you can. Into the room.
Are there any good areas for cover?
Not this vantage point.
Okay.
Like you could move to the corner of the room, but you won't get any corner cover.
Okay, I'll move to the corner. Why not?
Okay.
That's it.
All right. After Kaylin, after Corey, he's gonna come in and attack. One, and three. So he goes up and he just wails on the one who hasn't been attacked. All right, next is Merv. And that hits. And he kills that. And then after Merv, hold. So now it's the bad guy's turn. And Josh, since you went for the ring lid, right?
I went for whoever was closer.
Yeah, so it was probably
whoever that.
Yeah. So it's you and him. He has what's in his hand. What looks like a rod of an immovable rod, but it's black. He looks at you and he aims it at you. And he's going to shatter.
That does not sound good.
No. Okay. I'm gonna try to exit the chat and then read the chat. It might be mine. So I'll be right back.